at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. I am Mikey Abueg, your courtside reporter for game number 3, together with our panel, Sheila Salaysay and Kayla Reyes. And now we are down to our last 2 matches of this conference. But fret not, because these matches are still very exciting matches. So let's take a look back muna. Ano nga ba ang nangyari kanina? Earlier in our battle for 7th, it is the FEU Lady Tamaros who prevailed against the Perpetual Health Lady Altas in 4 sets. Meanwhile, for our battle for 5th, the Ateneo Blue Eagles won against the UP Fighting Maroon in 4 sets as well. And later, it is the battle for 3rd. For our bronze medal, it's gonna be the UST Golden Tigresses against the Adamson Lady Falcons. And later, it's the rematch between the NU Lady Bulldogs and the De La Salle Lady Spikers later in our finals. And now let us first take a look back with what happened last week with our impact plays of the week. Let's watch this.
In the middle, good save by UST. Solo block. One more time. You love the resiliency of Maaya and the connection she has with Cagande.
If you take a look at that last play, Maaya getting defended on that
Tubo on top. Malaluan ngayon. Tubo will try once again. Nazareno driving for it, and the combination play works!
That's a good play by Gagate. A double, quick, front and back. You see the patience also of Alba.
Points. Can they tie things up here? Walang bibitaw dito. Overseed, Pat Romero nagawa ng paraan doon.
With the stare down. Gigil na gigil si Romero.
The smallest girl on the court challenging Cagate. Overpowering her on that. The emotions. Malaluan! Drills it! Man, Alea Malaluan on a mission.
She wasn't effective with the first 2 sets or 3 sets.
Mga blockers, takpan nyo yung area para alam niya kung saan siya pupunta. Solomon, no entry. Saiza Gula. And the fans are loving that action. You can see right here, solo block.
Saiza Gula blocking the call, Alyssa Solomon.
Excellent timing by Gula in that.
And there you have it, really explosive performances from our student athletes. At for sure, marami pa tayong makikita niyan mamaya. But for now, tingnan muna natin ano nga bang sinasabi ng ating people from social media. First is from Fireball Volley. Congrats NU, good luck sa finals. Yakang-yaka yan. Bawi sa battle for bronze UST Gels. Still proud of your performance today. You gave the best collegiate team a great fight. At totoo nga namang dikit na dikit ang laban ng UST at NU last week. So let's see ano nga bang mangyayari today. And from Juno, on to the finals. Congratulations NU. UST did not go down without a fight din. Kudos to the Tigresses. We have another one from Junri. Great game, Adamson. Naabangan namin kayo sa UAAP Season 85. Malaki ang chance nyo sa Final 4. Kakastress kayo, papahirapan nyo ang lumot. Di ako makakain ng maayos sa anxiety, ha? Congrats, LaSalle. I hope you're okay now, Junri. And congrats, of course, to LaSalle. And of course, Adamson will not go down without a fight as well. And last from Mars, it's kudos to Adamson. They really made DLS. You earned that final spot. Congrats to both teams. Really, all teams are working so hard to make it to the finals, but unfortunately, it's only few teams that can make it to the finals. But for now, let's see who's gonna win this battle for bronze. Will it be the UST Golden Tigresses or the Adamson Lady Falcons?
18 teams from the UAAP and NCAA down to the toughest 4. It's Asai Sagula and Abeliana and the young lineup of the UST Golden Tigresses playing against Santiago and Almonte of the Adamson Lady Falcons, battling for third on our final day of the Shakey Super League. It's the clash of a rising contenders. Good afternoon, everyone, and to all watching us via Plus Network and other digital platforms. Sheila Salaysay together with Kayla Reyes, bringing you this game all the way from this loud Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Kayla, etong dalawang teams na to nagtapat na. Pero what do you think will be the outcome of today's game?
Well, I think, and I'm sure it will be a thrilling and exciting match as both teams are stacked with great and amazing players, as well as both teams would want to end their Shakey Super League campaign on a high note, getting that bronze medal.
Yes, tama ka dyan. Ito natapos nga yung unang pagtapat nila in 5 sets at umabot ito ng umaga na nga. But let's take a look back at our playoff brackets for our Shakey pre-huddle of the game.
So for UST, they lost to NU last weekend in 4 sets. Meanwhile, for Adamson, they lost to DLSU in 5 thrilling sets, which is why they will be battling it out today for that 3rd place spot. And NU and DLSU, on the other hand, will battle it out for the championship later on this afternoon.
That's correct. And there you see our final rankings. We had the 2 matches earlier. It's the Ateneo Blue Eagles taking on the 5th place, UP fighting our Maroons on the 6th.
FU Lady Tamaraos on 7th and Perpetual Lady Altas for 8th place.
Kaya naman itong ating 3rd and 4th place ang maglalaban itong dalawang kuponan para sa larong ito. Now, we move on to the UST Golden Tigresses semi-final match against NU.
Last weekend, UST Golden Tigresses lost to the NU Lady Bulldogs in 4 sets. NU remained very calm even if they dropped a set. They only dropped 2 sets this whole campaign. A really good match though for UST. They still showcase their skills and a valiant effort on their end. And you still outscoring UST, especially on that blocking department.
That's correct. Wala pa nga sa lineup na yon si Aya Laure, but still they kept up with the best collegiate team. Kaya naman, one Golden Tigresses was dauntless and displayed a true heart of a Tigress, and I am talking about Sai Sagula.
Of course, Sai Sagula, 14 points versus NU, 11 coming off attacks, 1 block and 3 aces. She's a rookie but really does not play like one. Very powerful attacks, and she even blocked Alyssa Solomon. Very dependable and consistent performance all throughout the whole Shakey Super League.
That's right. Kasama nga dyan yan nag-perform si Regina Jurado with 12 points and Pierre Avellana adding 11 points. At nabanggit mo nga ang talagang that's memorable na block niya kay Alyssa Solomon. And of course, now, after winning 6 straight games, but the streak came to an end when the De La Salle University defeated Adamson Lady Falcons in the 5-set thriller in the semis.
Yes, it was a thrilling 5-set match. DLSU winning that one because of their blocking performance. Both teams showcased their skill, power hits, smart attacks in place, and it was really an exciting game, and I'm sure we'll expect the same performance or even better coming from Adamson today.
Well, the Lady Falcons showed that they were not afraid of the Lady Spikers and keep up with them, and a relentless rising Falcon showed up, and that is Kate Santiago.
Kate Santiago versus DLSU. She had 15 points. It's to no surprise as she has been a star ever since her high school days. Very dependable player, and a go-to player for Louis Romero.
That's correct. Yes, other players stepped up. That's Risa Cruz with 12 points. A.A. Adolfo having 11. The same with Lorin Toring and Trisha Tubu with 9, and Almonte with 8 points. Even they fell short of the finals. It was Kate Santiago's performance that the Lady Falcons can build on as they continue their preparations for the upcoming UAAP. Nung una na pag-usapan natin, unang pagtatapat nila on our opening day dito sa Shakey Super League, inabot tayo ng umaga.
Yes.
That's a 5-set game.
That's a game that actually made history as we ended at around 2 a.m. that time.
That's right. And hindi natin masasabi kung ano ang magiging performance nitong ating dalawang team. how excited or how thrilled are you to see these two teams?
Well, of course, very thrilled as these two are volleyball powerhouses and their teams are very stacked with players. Mapa first 6-man, Mapa second 6. You will really expect quality volleyball from each of these girls.
That's right. And we keep on emphasizing that the team of UST is rookie-laden.
Yes.
Diba? They have Aya Laure, but she has been, hindi natin siya nakikita all throughout this tournament. But still, the Golden Tigresses exhibited superb performance all throughout.
Yes, of course, these girls, all rookies, but they don't play like one. And nagpapakilala nga mga rookies natin in our Shakey Super League preseason tournament.
That's correct. And yung pag-usapan naman natin, yung kanilang standing all throughout going to the finals or ang nangyari, both of the teams coming off defeats in their semi-final matches against NU and De La Salle. Pero it's UST and Adamson, they are going to battle it out dito sa ating third place for today.
Yes, and of course, later for our last game at 4 p.m., we have NU and DLSU who will be battling it out for our championship.
That's right. Now, will the Golden Tigresses roar to claim the third place or the Lady Falcons soar higher to secure a podium finish? We'll find that out in a bit. Ngayon, pasa ko na sa ating venue announcer para masimula na ang larong ito.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome to the Rizal Memorial Coliseum here in the city of Manila. This is the bronze medal match of the Shakey Super League 2022 Preseason Championship. Let us now meet our protagonists for this ballgame. First, for the Adamson University Lady Falcons, led by their team captain number 7, Louis Romero. First, libero number 10, Karen Verteflor. Make way for their teammates number 4, Angge Alcantara. Number 6, Mea Nuike. Number 8, AA Adolfo. Number 9, Kate Santiago. Number 11, Riza Cruz. Number 12, Trisha Tubu. Number 13, April Tagsip. Number 15, Ayesha Huegos. Number 16, Rochelle Lalong Isip. Number 17, Lucille Almonte. Number 18, Lorraine Toring. And their second libero is number 2, Kay Lazo. And now make some noise for the University of Santo Tomas Golden Tigresses, led by their team captain and first libero number 4, Det Pepito. Make way for their teammates number 2, Joyce Abuer. Number 6, Amy Hernandez. Number 7, Kaka Kaasi. Number 9, Bianca Plaza. Number 10, Saiza Gula. Number 11, Pia Abu. Number 13, Jonah Perdido. Number 14, Pierre Abeliana. Number 15, Maymay Coronado. Number 16, Cassie Carvalho. Number 18, Reg Jurado. Number 19, Elisha Apostol. And their second libero is number 17, Janelle Delario. Introducing our officials for match number 60. First referee, Bob Malenab, National Referee. Second referee, Spink Kabusa, National Referee. Let us now meet the starting 6 for both teams. First, for the University of Santo Tomas Golden Tigresses. Middle blocker number 9, Bianca Plaza. Outside hitter number 10, Saiza Gula. Middle blocker number 11, Pia Abu. Outside hitter number 14, Pierre Abeliana. Setter number 16, Cassie Carvalho. Opposite hitter number 18, Reg Jurado. And their starting libero is number 4, Det Pepito. Coaching the Golden Tigresses is Yanni Fernandez. And now the starters for the Adamson University Lady Falcons. Setter number 4, Angge Alcantara. Middle blocker number 6, Mea Nuike. Outside hitter number 8, A.A. Adolfo. Middle blocker number 13, April Tagsip. Opposite hitter number 15, Ayesha Huegos. Outside hitter number 16, Rochelle Lalungisip. And their starting libero is number 10, Karen Verdeflor. Head coach of the Lady Falcons is Jerry Yee.
There you have it, Bianca Plaza, Sai Sagula, Sofia Abu, Pierre Abeliana, Cassie Carvalho, Reg Jurado, and Bernadette Pipito. Suiting up for UST on the other side, Louis Romero. Oh, you have Alcantara, Tagsip, Huegos, Lalong Isip, and their libero, Verde Flor. These are the girls of Coach Jerry Yee. And that's wearing blue and white for the Adamson Lady Falcons.
Not the usual starters for Adamson.
That's correct. Normally, yung mga nakaraang laro ng Adamson, yung first set ni Coach Jerry is different. As we begin this set, and this is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Too strong of an attack for UST, kaya naman sa Adamson mapupunta ang unang puntos.
Lalong Isip on deck to serve.
Good first ball. Carvalho to Abu. Good defense at the net. Gandang depensa dito ng UST. Jurado from the opposite, she was dug. What a save here by Jurado.
Great effort coming from Regina Jurado.
The longest rally. Unang puntos pa lang yan, and this time it's UST winning in that last frame.
I mean, as expected, Sheila, both teams will really battle it out for a bronze or a medal finish in the Shakey Super League. And we can already see sa simula pa lang ng laro, grabe na talaga yung effort ng mga bata.
That's right. Wala talagang magpapatalo dito. That's a sharp serve. And violation clearly committed by UST.
That was an overreach violation called on via Abu.
Parang ang dami nang nangyari. 2-1 is our score. Good first ball. Gula didn't make it. This is Adolfo. Will try, but she was dug. Superb defense. Pepito, ibigay kay Gula once again, and she will score.
You gotta love the angles that Saiza Gula is throwing early on in this match. First, she goes down the line, then goes to zone 4 to get that point.
It's obvious that she has yung control sa kanyang palo, and she can hit it sa kahit anong direction na gusto niya.
And that's also because of her vertical leap. Kita niya yung buong floor. So, alam niya kung saan dadalhin yung bola.
That's correct. Really avoiding the blockers, but this time it's too low for Gula. Luego serving for Adamson. No, maganda dito sa team ng Women's Adamson, yung karamihan sa kanila magkakasama na sa juniors pa lang. So, yung feel, yes, that's correct. Powerful hit, but
there was a net touch violation called on that last play on the Adamson side, which is why that point will be awarded to UST.
That's correct. We are still tied at 3. This is the lefty serving for UST. Smart move by Alcantara.
That was a smart play coming from Alcantara. Even I did not see that coming because of how she deceived that 1-2 play.
That's correct. And this cool play off the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Good first ball by UST. Running attack. Plaza
could not control her momentum on that last play, and net violation called on UST.
That's right. That gives back-to-back points here for the girls in blue. Carvalho will give this one to Gula, and Gula will score once again.
Another attack coming from Saiza Gula early on in this match, breaking down the walls of that Adamson block.
Saiza Gula has always been a standout even in her high school years. Parang ang hindi siya 5'5" when you see her. But you mentioned her leaping ability.
Yes.
Plus power. And that is an error committed this time by Adamson.
Double contact called on Adamson. Point will be awarded to UST.
That's correct. Saiza Gula is one of the consistent scorers of UST. But for today, kung Coach Kung Fu is not here, it's Coach Ian Fernandez acting as the head coach. But a point is awarded this time to Adamson. Serving. This is Nike. Umangat si Gula, but ito naman ang pumalit sa kanya. And this girl I'm talking about, of course, is Pierre Abellana.
Pierre Abellana with an emphatic kill. Take a look at that hit. Really ratting the defense of Adamson.
The spike off the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Another drop, pero nakita na yon ni Carvalho. Good one. Jurado setting this one to Abellana, and she will get a point.
You know what's so special about Pierre Abellana is that if you take a look at that swing, her last swing to get up for that spike is very explosive, which is why she generates so much power into her attacks.
So for the past 2 attacks, yung angulo ng palo niya, talagang iniiwasan niya yung blockers.
Yes. Avoiding the blocker.
The drop will not work for Adamson. Abu was blocked. What a hit! This time, variety of attacks ang pinakita dito ni Abellana as we head on to our first technical timeout. Pero tingnan muna natin itong replay. Butas ang floor defense dito ng Adamson.
Welcome back to Shakey Super League. From their historic 5-set matchup, the girls from both squads do admit that there are a lot of things that have changed already for the Golden Tigresses, that they have really gained their confidence, trust, and connection through experience. And meanwhile, for the Lady Falcons, they really know how much they improved with Coach Jerry's system. But one thing that is there to stay is their eagerness to win. For the Espana-based squad, to make sure that they get to bring out their best game, they really have to enjoy every moment. And meanwhile, for the girls from San Marcelino, it is to make sure that everyone is contributing. So, do you think the Golden Tigresses will roar louder, or will the Adamson Lady Falcons soar higher? Your thoughts, Sheila and Kayla?
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you for that report, Mikey. And before I answer that, pero tingnan natin itong block ng UST, and this is brought to you by Peri Peri Turbo Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Now, the purpose of Shakey Super League is definitely to prepare these teams in their upcoming tournaments. And lahat ng kasali dito, nakikinig natin na they want to bring out the best of the team every time.
Yes, and it's also a great avenue for all players to have a chance to play because of our auto-play rule. Hindi lang yung usual starting 6. Because of our auto-play rule, everybody gets the chance to play and showcase their skills.
That's right. Yung service ace kanina ni Bianca Plaza is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thick crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Coach Jerry, he called for timeout.
Ha? Sisimplihan nyo lang yung laro. Bakit napaka-arte? Short phone na nga lang yun, hindi nyo pa kunin. Bakit ba? Anong meron? Sisikat ba kayo dito? Dito. Masyado kayong kabado.
Ma, pag may backline. UST starting to pull away here in this first set, but as we heard in the timeout call by Coach Jerry, his girls on the Adamson side seem a bit stiff, or playing a bit stiff in today's match, and he just reminded them to make volleyball simple.
That's right. Pero nakita natin earlier, mga fans, of course, ng UST adding to their suit yung kanilang bandana for this match. Now back on the floor, UST gaining a point from that hit, and that's Kiara Beliana.
Kiara Abellana starting to heat up really early in this match, already with 4 sets, and we're not even halfway through our first set.
That's right. As UST having a 6-point lead already for this part of the set. Pero mababawasan yan with that attack coming from Tagsip.
Running attack coming from April Tagsip, breaking down that single-man block of Abellana.
Ano bang nangyari earlier? Bakit lumaki ng ganito kabilis yung lamang ng UST, Kayla?
Well, it also started because of the service ace coming from Bianca Plaza, and the momentum just shifted to the UST side. And I have to agree with Coach Jerry that the girls are not playing their usual game so far. They seem a bit stiff.
That's correct. Another excellent swing right there by Abellana. nakakarami na itong si Pierre. 13 serving 7. Alcantara will set this one to Huegos. The effort was there. Alam nila na kung saan papatak yung bola, but still not enough for them para maibalik. Kaya naman pupuntos ang Adamson.
Is she lalong isip now on deck to serve?
Yes, lalong isip together with Sanike Villegas, played for juniors UAAP 82, but as I said that, she gains a point from the service area.
We can also, if you take a look back at the previous games we had, Ishi Lanong Isip played as a libero for Adamson, but her original position is really a open spiker, but really shows her versatility as she can adjust to whatever position she's placed at. Meanwhile,
This is, Abu telling us now it's her turn to get into play from the middle. Serving 9. Adolfo cross court, pero nakita yan ni Pepito. Rule away the drop, did not work.
great defense on the UST side.
That's right. As Adolfo was well read by Pepito, pero this time napalakas yung receive ni Pepito.
That was a great attack coming from AA Adolfo, if I'm not mistaken. Too strong for Pepito to handle.
Apat ang hinahabol dito ng Adamson. And this is Tagsip serving. Carvalho to Gula. She will penetrate the defense of Adamson.
So much power in coming from Saisa Gula's last attack, breaking down the walls of the Adamson block. And if you take a look at that, Adamson, that block earlier was well established, but because of so much power, she's able to penetrate through the block.
That's right. Over reception.
Mistimed on the part of Bianca Plaza. From that over-receive.
Kahit siya nagulat nung hindi niya na-timingan ng maayos yung bola. That could have been an easy point for UST. That's the first service error committed on the side of the Lady Falcons. Pupunta tayo sa pangalawang technical timeout. Lamang pa rin dito ang UST 16-11.
UST is leading by 5. So download Up Live now. Just scan the QR code that you will going to see on your screen and let us know kung sino nga ba ang gusto ninyong manalo between UST and Adamson and grab the bronze medal. Also, we'll be having an exclusive interview to one of your favorite players. So kung gusto niyo ng shout out coming from your favorite players, download na ng Up Live para sa mas fun and exciting volleyball action here in Shakey Super League. So this is the bronze medal match. Continue watching us here in Up Live. Invite your friends, family members, but for now, let's see more action. Back to the game.
Thank you for that, Joel. So for all of you guys who wants to join the chat or with your favorite players, download Up Live and scan the QR code now. And we invite everyone na manood dito sa Rizal Memorial Coliseum. We still have, of course, ang pinakaabangang final match after our third game. Pero dito muna tayo, battle for third. UST going up against Adamson. And to everyone watching us via Plus Network and other digital platforms, thank you for joining us. Tubo is on the floor. And ito na nga, kinakailangan na nga siya ni Coach Jerry.
Great simple attack coming from Trisha Tubu. Immediate impact coming off the bench. Louis Romero is now checked in the game as well.
The more experienced players of Adamson is needed at this time of the game. But Saisa Gula continues to work on her attacks.
Saisa Gula getting crafty with her attack this time, going for a drop ball off the hands of the blockers.
game against NU, she had 14 points, 14 big points, 3 aces.
She was also the Shakey's MVP of the match in their opening game versus Adamson as well. That the game that ended at 1 a.m.
That's right, solid defense right here on the side of Adamson. Look at the timing. Ito yung kanina pa nilang gustong gawin, and this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
We're seeing more subs coming in for Adamson. Kate Santiago now in.
That's correct, and Lorin Toring.
And Lucille Almonte is now on the floor.
That's right. What an adjustment, and clearly the connection between Carvalho and that's Bianca Plaza.
It's a great attack coming from Bianca Plaza, hitting that ball on top, which is why there was no one to defend that ball on the Adamson side.
That good play on the set is brought to you by R&D Milk Tea. Order now. First ball by Almonte, setting this one to Tagsip, and she will get
Point coming from April Tagsip. Great setup for her in the middle, and there was no one to block for in the UST side.
That's correct. This is Risha Tubu. Carvalho. Bibigay sa gitna. Adamson naman ang susubok. Kate Santiago. Drop will work.
Great adjustment coming from Kate Santiago, keeping in mind not to step on that line and deciding to drop that ball last minute. You can see ang layo din ng broad jump niya as she had to adjust to that set coming from Romero.
Bibigay dito sa Adamson. Romero, running attack, did not work. Attack from the back, solo block, but that ball will go out. And the score will be awarded to UST.
Red Horado having her first point of the match, using the hands of the blockers to get that point.
Still UST having a 4-point lead. The first ball, Romero to Almonte. Lucille Almonte just knows how to hit the ball.
She actually, well, she's one of the veterans already, being one of the seniors in the Adamson side. That last play you saw na talagang she made sure to hit the hands of to hit that ball on the hands of the blockers to get that check ball.
That's right. Yes, ganda ng depensa at effort nito ng UST. But it's Kate Santiago denied.
That was a great, perfectly timed block coming from Abu and Regina Horado, denying Kate Santiago at the net.
And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Adamson, nakakapuntos dito, but still, what do they need? Sa tingin mo, Kayla, para talagang makatabla dito sa UST?
I think they just have to double time on their floor defense as we see UST very aggressive in terms of their attacks. Cassie Carvalho making her spikers look really good and distributing that ball well. Saizagula, Regina Horado, and Pierre Abellano all on the floor.
Yes, that's correct. Pero in that last sequence, UST committing a service error. Kaya naman puntos yan para sa Adamson. And this time, another free ball for the Lady Falcons. Not the strongest of attacks, but still a point is a point for Toring.
Toring really making sure to adjust to that set and finding the right spot to get that point.
Kaya ready tayo ngayon. Pag lumusot sa kanya, kailangan meron pa rin tayo naka-backup na depensa. Ha? Pia, kung hindi ka nakahabol doon, try mong pumunta dito. Baka mamaya mag-grab ball o kaya to-make ball, pumunta sa short. Ha? Ano lang natin, break lang natin yung momentum. Lamang pa tayo, guys. Kailangan natin ng pasa, then ma-convert natin. Okay? Sige,
Shakey Super League would like to thank Eurotel for being one of our sponsors. Eurotel, where service and comfort meet. Maraming salamat Salamat po. And there you can hear the fans of UST cheering.
As we heard also in the timeout called by Coach Yanni Fernandez, just reminding his girls about blocking kapag nalulutan sila sa block to double time on the efforts when it comes to their floor defense. But meanwhile, Regina Morado with another point.
And this is an attack from the middle. Ha? Sa gitna siya pumalo dito. Good effort right here. Unti-unting nakakadikit ang Adamson, but still UST is leading. Almonte from the back. Carvalho, another combination play, and that will work. Second time around.
That was an amazing combination play for UST. Take a look at that play. Amy Hernandez coming in as a decoy, and Regina Morado finishing that play off.
Like how the effort of Carvalho, her decision making, and yung tapang.
And pinapaikot niya rin yung spikers niya, which is why it's so difficult and challenging for the Adamson blockers to know who's going to go up for that attack.
That's correct, but in that last sequence, we saw Toring
with another running attack.
Exactly, and no blockers in front. Kaya naman, she took advantage of that set. Louis Romero getting the drop. Santiago off the hands of Morado and Hernandez. Louis Romero serving for Adamson. 20, serving 22. Carvalho, bibigay kay Hernandez, and she will get that point.
Amy Hernandez with her first point of the match, going through that double block of Adamson. She's one of the veterans actually that has been playing in the Shakey Super League so far, as we haven't seen Ea Laure in their previous matches.
What a turn of events right here. Almonte, babalik. Good defense. Carvalho, pupunta kay Gula. But that ball will sail out.
Masyadong nanggigil si Saiza Gula. Wanted to put an end to that amazing rally we're seeing.
Nakita mo yung rally kanina, pagpalo ni Santiago, bumalik sa kanya. Naging good ball pa, naangat pa.
The defense actually of both teams are very commendable. Great effort coming from both squads.
That's correct. Kaasi papasok for UST together with Perdido. Another lefty. What an effort right here, and another smart move galing dito kay Lucille Almonte.
There was another smart attack coming from Lucille Almonte. Not a powerful hit, but knowing where to put that ball.
Magpalit. Ngayon, pag ganyan, wag mo muna umatras. Kuha ka muna sa pasa. Huwag mo nang iaasa lang sa libero. Malaki sakop ni Deto hanggang dulo. Okay? Break lang tayo ng momentum, lamang pa tayo. Kailangan natin maka-atake ngayon. Mag-iiba yung niyan pag naka-atake tayo, pag nakapuntos tayo.
Isa lang.
Let's go! Pagandahin nyo lang yung pasa, ha? Let's go, ha?
Hey!
Coach Yanni trying to break the run that Adamson is having right now, as UST had a comfortable lead earlier, but Adamson playing better volleyball now and just wanted to break that momentum, and a few reminders as well with their floor defense.
Nakita mo kung paano trinabaho ng Lady Falcons yung lamang ng UST, kaya naman isa na lang ang hinahabol nila dito. Another free ball. Romero binigay kay Tubo, pero nakuha yan ng UST. Gula from the opposite. Excellent defense by Lazo. Solo block right there. Another one. You would really commend yung sipag ng blockers dito, lalo na nasa harap na ito si Almonte, si Dugo, at si Toring, talagang matatangkad na blockers and attackers on the side of Adamson.
Yes, great effort coming from the blockers of Adamson. As we saw in that last play, back-to-back blocks. Ilang consecutive blocks din sila and very efficient rattling the defense of UST.
And that will tie the game now at 23. Si Gula ulit, pero nandun si Lazo.
Point will be awarded to UST.
Violation against Adamson ang itatawag dito ng ating first referee, si Bob Varela. UST at set point. And this lady from Tacloban to serve for UST. But Tubo, syempre hindi papayag.
You gotta love that effort coming from Trisha Tubu, saving a set point. We're seeing now Riza Cruz checking in the match for April Tagsip.
Yes, Riza Cruz also stepping up kapag kinakailangan talaga siya ni Coach Jerry, lalo na when it's crunch time like this. Carvalho, punta sa gitna, drop, nakuha ni Santiago. Almonte. That's a strong attack coming from Lucille Almonte.
Lucille Almonte with her third point of the match. Actually, she really plays simple volleyball, but very efficient for Adamson.
That's correct. Well, high school pa lang siya. And she has improved, from high school, of course, to college. Right now, nakita natin yun for the previous seasons ng UAP. Coverage by Pepito was there. On the other side, Jurado was dug by Romero. It's Trisha Tubu once again. What an opportunity for Pierre Avellana to hit that. And the ball just fell in between the defenders of Adamson.
Only one blocker went up for that block in that last play, which is why Pierre Avellana was able to hit that ball right straight to the floor.
You would also like yung presence of mind nitong mga players ng UST na alam nila if may blockers sila, if wala silang blockers, when to hit it hard. Kaya naman advantage on for them. Trisha Tubo once again off the block. Abeliana! What an angle and a hit coming from Pierre Abeliana.
That was a great angle, as you mentioned, coming from Pierre Abellana, going cross-court this time. Medyo Lucille Almonte was a bit too forward as well to defend that ball.
That's correct. Parang wala siya sa tamang area of responsibility niya in that last play. Let's see. Service ace by Hernandez will give UST their 27 points and making them win the first set of this match. What an effort right here by UST. 27-25 is our score. Second set sa pagbabalik. We're inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum and you can hear all the fans enjoying, and we have our fun family pizza of the game, and this is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Kita mo how excited etong ating mga fans na nanonood dito sa loob ng Rizal. And it has been a very long time since napuno ulit itong ating venue as we take a look at what happened during the first set.
First set pa lang, we are, as expected though, a very exciting match. We saw great volleyball action coming from both Adamson and UST. Superb defense on both ends, especially on the net when it comes to blocking. Great effort coming from Pierre Abellana and Sai Zagula on UST. On the other hand, for Adamson, we have Lucille Almonte and Trisha Tubu, April Tagsip doing some damage on their side as well.
That's correct. Para sa UST, alam mo ilang tao lang yung gumawa. But then, we look at the numbers.
As we take a look at our numbers, hindi talaga naglalayo in terms of our statistics. UST 19 attacks to Adamson 15, and Adamson only having 2 less errors compared to the 5 of UST.
That's correct. And we've mentioned kanina pa yung powerhouse. We have Gula, Jurado, and Abellana. They are really taking charge when it comes to the offense for UST. Sa Adamson, actually, ang daming nag-contribute sa kanila, but still, with the errors that they have committed, malaking advantage on the side of UST.
But valiant effort coming from Adamson as UST was up by a comfortable lead,
Yes,
actually, but they
as
caught
big as
up.
5.
Yes, but they caught up, and because of that, Pierre Abellana is now at 8 points in just the
set.
first set.
Yes. You would love yung kanyang pagiging matalino sa loob ng court and how she was able to avoid the blockers. Earlier, di ba, nakita natin consecutive, that's I believe 3 or 4 times.
And they were all clean hits. Wala man lang check ball.
That's correct.
Knowing where to, kung saan papadaanan niya yung bola.
At paano iiwasan yung mga blocks as we start our second set, and this is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. One hand set did not work. Adamson becoming aggressive at the start, getting their first point. But there is a challenge by UST.
A net fault will be challenged here. And for a challenge system, each team has 2 opportunities to call a challenge. If a challenge is unsuccessful, then mababawasan yung isang opportunity nila. Pero kung successful naman, tuloy pa din. They still have 2 available opportunities to call for a challenge.
Kaya naman kailangan na nilang ma-maximize yan, lalo na on their last day of this tournament. At ang laking tulong din itong challenge system that we have as we see the video challenge. And that challenge of Coach Yani is successful.
Good eye coming from Coach Yani.
And she also has Coach Aling Esteban. Kaya naman, this is UST instead.
Payong na payong yung block ni Trisha Tubu on that last play.
Santiago, binalik lang. Hernandez, as she will hit that lang.
Amy Hernandez finding a spot to get that point and hitting that ball right on the line.
Because for this set, nagsimula si Hernandez. And in the first, meron din siyang na-contribute dito for her team. Good adjustment on that setup for Adamson.
Lisa Cruz.
There's also vital dito sa role na kanyang lalaro para sa Adamson. Defense, nakita yan dito. Binalik ni Trisha Tubo but just too strong. UST having a 2-point lead. This is Perdido. Serving for the Golden Tigresses. That's too wide. First service error for UST.
UST now only up by 1 point in the second set.
Riza Cruz, also one of the more experienced players of Coach Jerry Yee. Drop will not work for Hernandez. Romero, ibibigay sa gitna. And that is Torin again gaining a point from that quick.
Great quick attack coming from Lorraine Turing. Great connection with Luis Romero. Credits as well to that perfect pass, which is why they're able to activate their middles more now.
It's kind of difficult to read yung setup dito ni Luis Romero kasi hindi nakaangat hindi nakataas agad yung kamay niya. Diba?
Which is why it's very challenging to read where she's going to bring that ball and where you're supposed to block.
That's correct. At kapag sinet na niya yung bola, mabilis, mababa.
Mabilis yung tempo.
Yeah. But she has been really excellent in that role that she's playing.
Yes, one of the veterans for Adamson.
Abueg will try once again, and this is a point for UST.
Rose Abueg registering her first point of the match. Not the strongest of hits, but just enough to rattle the defense and get that point.
Ito yung nangyari like the first set. Before the first technical timeout, dikitan lang talaga and palitan ng puntos. Tinuro pa kung saan kumatak yung bola niya after that setup.
Another quick attack coming from Lorraine Turing, really knowing where to bring that ball, avoiding the blockers, going left and right just to avoid that block.
The scoop play on the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Almost a point, but that was saved by Kaasi. Romero running. Nakapag-adjust ng si Turing. Abueg off the block. Santiago, too much power. Delerio Pilaconte.
Powerful hit coming from Pete Santiago this time. And coming off a pipe attack. You think that was an attack in the front line, but so much power kahit nasa backline siya, still a threat.
Ganda ng timing niya kasi ang baba nung bigay sa kanya ni Louis.
Very fast sets Luis Romero is showcasing. Meanwhile, Eliza Apostol
is responding to that point earlier, finding that hole in the middle of Adamson's defense. Adamson having a 1-point lead right here as Romero will set this one to Almonte. She's blocked, but lifting violation will be called against Adamson. Medyo nakita nga na ni Turing yung setup na yon.
You have to love though how Luis Romero really orchestrates the plays of Adamson so well and so efficiently, very calm and just really leading her spikers all throughout the Shakey Super League.
That's right. Iba talaga kapag ang team captain mo / setter.
Yes, very
diba?
steady as well.
Miscommunication. Line was disconnected in that last sequence for UST as Adamson getting another point and they are leading here going to our first technical timeout.
Ikaw naman, puro ka forma, ayaw mo namang kunin. Kailangan natin
Super League. The embodiment of bravery for the Lady Falcons is no other than their team captain, Louie Romero. She shared with me that one thing that really helps boost the morale of the team is when they see her fierce face on the court. Because when she has this game face on, ay alam nga daw ng teammates niya na gusto niyang lumaban at na-encourage sila na lumaban din. She knows that she really gets to keep this team intact, which is one of the keys to getting that bronze medal today. Louie is a leader indeed, and let's see if that will spark in today's matchup as we see more volleyball action in this set.
Thank you for that report, Mikey. And with that, ang ganda nung setup na yon, running attack between Turing and Romero. No, I like, we were just talking about Louie Romero earlier, and we've mentioned na yung kanyang leadership and passion every time na naglalaro siya.
Yes, and I think a setter is one of a very vital position in a team, and her being a setter and team captain all in one is huge responsibility on Louie Romero's side, but he handles it with so much grace, very calm and collected as always, and doesn't look pressured at all.
That's right. No, we've recognized how good she is of a setter, at na-recognize din yan kaya naman second best setter siya noong season 84 ng UAAP. Meanwhile, back on the action, it's UST gaining another point last sequence. Over reception and Perdido aggressive at the net.
Great anticipation coming from Donna Perdido this time, seeing that it was an over-receive on Adamson's end, but putting that away.
Coach Jerry calls for timeout.
Naman tayo, pa isa-isa eh. Ako eh. O over-receive kayo, wala tayong magagawa. Recover agad ha? Bawi.
Coach Jerry seemingly disappointed in that last timeout, as we heard, since medyo Adamson's struggling a bit in terms of the reception.
Yun yung nangyayari even in the first set. Diba, a couple of misreceptions.
Overseas.
Yes, ang nangyayari. Service error this time committed after the timeout call. This is Adamson gaining 1-point lead.
This is the second unit of UST usually, and we're seeing the usual starting six for the Adamson Lady Falcons.
That's correct, and Coach Yanni acknowledged that as well during the timeout.
This time, Kate Santiago going zone 1 down the line. No one there to defend that ball.
Napakahirap ng bantayan ng kaliwete. Diba na marami din kaliwete dito sa side ng UST. But yung bilis at gargadong atake ni Kate Santiago, I think is one of her strengths.
And knowing how much angle and how much power to put into an attack, especially going down the line, as that's one of the tougher angles to hit.
Absolutely, as UST is serving. Romero setting this one again to Kate Santiago. Hinabol yan ni Perdido, but was not able to save the ball. Another point will be earned here by Adamson.
Another powerful attack coming from Kate Santiago. Too much for the defense of UST.
Running by Hernandez. And Romero checking. Was not able to defend that hit.
Another attack coming from Ivy Hernandez this time.
Serving 12. Romero, bibigay kay Trisha Tubu. She's blocked. Romero to Santiago from the opposite. The defense by Delerio. Once again for Trisha Tubu.
Trisha Tubu breaking down the block of UST. Using the hands of the blockers to get that point.
And nakita mo how happy itong kanyang mga teammates para makapuntos sila dahil lamang na sila dito ng dalawa. Attack from the opposite. And you have Perdido getting that point.
That was a great attack coming from Jonna Perdido. You have to commend the talented bench UST has. Mapa first 6, Mapa second 6, all ready to play and really showing a great skill set in terms of how they play and stepping up to the shoes they have to fill in for the first stringers.
That's right. Also, I would like to, commend yung coaches nila in recognizing yung strengths and knowing yung tamang chemistry ng kanilang mga players in every game. And alam naman nila that they're not, the tallest. They don't have the tallest players on the floor. Pero alam mo yung kanilang tapang every time, and that's a big help. But meanwhile, in that last sequence, another point gain on the side of Adamson. That's the wing in the middle.
Riza Cruz now on deck to serve.
First ball by UST. And what an attack by Hernandez.
Great angle coming from Ivy Hernandez. This time going to the right side of the blockers just to avoid getting blocked and that ball hitting the line.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. 13 serving 15. Romero to Trisha Tubu. She made it look so easy. Kita mo yung atake kanina ni Tubu. She was so quick that the blockers of UST hindi nakahabol. Punta tayo sa second technical timeout. Adamson on top.
To warm up and you're still watching Shakey Super League. To all the viewers from Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Up Live, I invite you to join us here on Up Live para sa personalan, chikahan at kulitan. Dito lang yan sa Up Live. All you have to do is download the app through the App Store or you can scan the QR code that you can see on the screen. Of course, mamaya we will be announcing the favorite team or player, pero hindi na namin papatagalin. Let's get back to the volleyball action.
Thank you for that, Angel of Lunaria. At syempre, that's another platform where you guys can download and join the chat room with your favorite players. You can scan the QR code right now.
Substitutions coming in for UST. They're Abiana back to the ball.
And we're also seeing volleyball fans coming inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. Unti-unti na ang napupuno itong ating venue. And everyone seems to be enjoying the game that they are seeing, but not that service error coming from Trisha Tubu.
While on the side of UST, Cassie Carvalho back in Regina Murado as well. So now we're seeing the regular starting 6 for UST. As our score is now at 16, meaning any player can be subbed in and subbed out because of our all-to-play rule.
That's correct. Almonte is blocked. She'll try again. The second time around did not work. Ibigay sa opposite. But Trisha Tubu was not able to receive that very well.
Strong attack coming from Reg Jurado. Trisha Tubu was right there but could not handle that powerful attack.
Yan naman napapasok na dito si Saisagula replacing Perdido on the floor. Coach Yanni Fernandez gusto ng baka lamang dito ng todo. But then again, another error committed. Definitely puntos yan. Easy point for the Lady Falcons. El Monte, in one game, she was the MVP of the match kasi naman ang ganda ng kanyang pinakita. Pero mas maganda ang naging atake ni Abeliana from the middle.
Abeliana hitting from all corners of the court. This time in the middle again, and an amazing play again coming from Cassie Carvalho.
No, that combination play has been working well for UST. Kanina pa nila ginagawa yun. Saisagula. Good read. Well timed. Kaya naman she was able to safeguard the net against Tori.
Great timing coming from Saisagula, blocking the ring on that last play.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken Sauce Bar. Order now. That's out.
Service goes out.
Marami-rami na nagiging errors dito ng UST at the service area. I believe it's their fourth or fifth error. Pero dikit pa rin ang laban natin. Adamson only having a 1-point advantage here. Saisagula rejected.
Perfectly timed block this time on the Adamson side, coming from that strong hit from Saisagula. But this time reading her better.
Medyo malayo kasi yung bola sa net niya, mas madaling basahin, I believe, for the blockers. Agula, no blockers that time. That Cruz will just hit that through the tape of the net.
Touches by Adamson.
Again, stop connection dito ang itatawag laban sa Adamson. So Bravo serving for UST. Romero, bibigay kay Santiago down the line, and she will find that open spot.
Another attack coming from Kate Santiago, going down the line again. This attack has been efficient for Kate Santiago. This is her second attack, I believe, going to the same zone. And no adjustments yet on the UST floor defense.
Patricia is hitting the ball, but still the end result is a point in favor of Adamson. Coach Yanni will call this timeout.
Kayang-kaya naman natin kunin. Kasi bakit? Na-stack up ngayon, tumitigil ngayon. Dire-diretso lang ang galaw. Yun nga yung maganda na makakakuha tayo ng gano'n, tapos i-convert natin sa counter.
Tara!
Break momentum lang yan, guys.
Beb, wala magre-relax.
Kaya lang natin, guys. Kayang-kaya nyo yan.
Tara. AST!
Adamson now with a 3-point lead, and Coach Yanni calling that timeout to regroup and give a few reminders to his girls to so they catch up back and in the second set.
Kailangan lang talaga ma-break yung momentum kahit papano ng Adamson because they've been earning a string of points right here. But still,
what's great about these girls is right after a timeout, you can see their immediate adjustments and yung bawi nila.
yun naman talaga yung ine-expect ng kanilang mga coaches. You know, every time they call the timeout, they need to perform. And when you talk about performance, syempre hindi mawawala si Kate Santiago, this time hitting from the opposite. Adamson having a 3-point lead, 22 serving 19. A drop. That is out by Carvalho.
Great intention though coming from Carvalho, trying to dump that ball into the corner area, but too much power in that last play.
Yung service natin, huwag yung targetin yung libero. Kasi nasa setup ng maayos eh. Kita nyo kanino, yung mga regular players yung tina-target ninyo, nag-out of system, madaling basahin para sa block natin. Ngayon, naka-establish yung depensa natin. Pag naka-establish din yung block natin, kasi out of system, wala na. Naintindihan ninyo. Pagtibayan lang din natin, lalong-lalo na, yung block natin dito sa dulo, proportion ko yan. Okay? Iyan natin, lapit natin yung ulo.
Malayo pa yan! Tara!
Coach Yanni reminding his girls not to target the libero as we're seeing perfect passes and great reception coming from the Adamson side. A reminder as well to target the other players or any other player besides the libero, because when they do that, plays start to come from out of system, so it's easier to block on the end of UST.
That's right. And in that last sequence, it's Huegos gaining a point from a kill on the opposite side. Adamson already at set point. Gula will try. That's a point, a set point save by UST.
Great attack coming from Saiza Gula, going down the line this time.
Kapag si Gula yung striker, ikaw yung center, hindi ka talaga magdadalawang isip na ibigay sa kanya yung bola because you know that she will do her part, in getting a point. Pero nabawi naman agad yan dito ng isang service error. This is Adamson University, getting the second set, 25-20. We are tied at one set apiece.
Shakey super fans of the game, Clarence, Alvin, Isaac, Nikki, and Val. So anong team nga ba ang sinusuportahan ninyo?
UST!
Bakit nga ba UST ang napili niyong team?
On a personal note po, ang UST ang nagpamulat sa akin sa mundo ng volleyball, lalo na yung huling last championship ng UAAP. And also kahit sino pa ang i-line up, mapa-rookie, mapa-veteran, susuporta po kami para sa UST!
Dahil dyan, isang cheer naman para sa UST!
Laban UST! Para sa UST! Laban UST! Para sa UST!
There you have it. Good luck to both teams. But now, back to the panel.
Thank you for that, Mikey, and our Shakey Super fans of the game. This is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. Kung ganun kalam yung energy, talagang pati yung mga players, punong-puno ng energy like what we saw in the second set.
Well, in that second set, we saw more errors coming from the UST side. Service errors to be particular, but great performance still coming from Reg Horado and Sai Zagula. On the other hand, for Adamson, Kate Santiago, and Lorraine Turing doing damage on their end. They were more aggressive, and Romero orchestrating their offense very efficiently so far in the match, which is why they were able to get this second set.
That's correct. Both teams, all hands on deck. Kaya naman itong ating stats will say it all.
As we can see, Adamson now more dominant in the attacking department. 16 attacks compared to UST's 11 attacks. And UST having 2 more errors compared to Adamson's 6 errors.
That's correct. As Adamson gaining their first point for this set. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now.
Great start for Adamson. Riza Cruz getting that point off a running attack.
That's right. Pepito on the floor now. Off speed by Abeliana. She's blocked. Down the line, hit will work for Jurado.
Jurado this time going to zone 1. No one was there to defend that ball on the side of Adamson.
That's correct. Sa third set, of course, you have Carvalho, Abeliana, Jurado, Abu, and Gula on the floor for UST. Adamson, Romero, Santiago, Almonte, Huegos naman for the girls in blue and white. Chance for UST. Carvalho will give this one to Abu. Santiago from the back. Gula. She will not score. Romero. Bibigay sa opposite, and that is an excellent hit galing kay Huegos.
Aisha Huegos getting that point off the hands of the blockers, making sure to get a check. Adamson now up by 1 in the third set.
That's correct. Riza Cruz serving for Adamson. Carvalho bibigay sa gitna. Off the block. Abu will score.
Abu getting a point off the hands of the blockers again this time. Coming off a quick attack in the middle.
Tabla po tayo at 2. Again, this is the third set. Romero. That's a powerful tip galing kay Turing. Ang laki nung kamay niya, nakita mo talaga. And she saw that goal.
And what's special about Lorraine Turing is because of her height and athleticism, she can adjust to even a quick play, which is very hard to adjust since it's all about timing and sobrang bilis ng tempo, which is why it's a quick play.
That's correct. But at this time, you mentioned timing, you mentioned bilis, and that's Jurado just swinging in the middle of the blockers of Adamson. The first ball, Romero, bibigay kay Almonte. This is Gula. Running attack. Did not work for Adamson. And Hernandez displaying a better version of a running hit.
We're seeing an exchange of running attacks, but Amy Hernandez knowing where to bring that ball.
UST having the 1-point lead here as Romero will set this one to Turing with an exclamation point. Kita mo yung reach niya and then yung approach, hindi naman ganun nakakadami. But, you know, it's the timing and the flick of the wrist This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
And she hits that ball right on top. So hindi talaga maaabutan ng kanyang blockers. Meanwhile, Saiza Gula getting a point.
Is becoming really creative with her attack, using her left instead. Kita mo yung kanyang paraan paano mga score. Ginamit na talaga yung blockers.
The adjustment and being crafty with how she attacks that ball.
That's right. Hernandez Carvalho gives this one to Jurado.
With Jurado with a little help from the net.
Yes.
Falling into the right place and no one was there to anticipate that attack coming from Jurado.
And then this is Saiza Gula, super rookie also of UST. Over reception again. But the floor was there. Santiago denied but good coverage. Naibalik yan ni Santiago. What an effort by Verde Flor. And that time, Santiago Toming worked to defend the net against Hernandez.
That was great timing and great anticipation coming from Kate Santiago to block Aimee Hernandez. That was actually also a very exciting rally.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Pero para sa akin, napakalaking role yung ginawa ni Verde Flor in that sequence.
Yes.
Kasi she was everywhere in that last frame.
Really sacrificing her body just to save that ball.
Definitely. Another block point right here on the side of the Lady Falcons.
Lisa Cruz with a perfectly timed block this time, denying Pierre Abellana at the net.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Tied at 6. But a service error was committed, and that's an easy point for UST. Aimee Hernandez. Now, you mentioned isa siya sa mga mas experienced players dito ng UST from Bulacan.
She also played for the national team in the 2021 Women's Club Championship. So, having international experience as well and bringing it to a young team is very useful to the US squad.
Yes, and you can see this attack, another powerful hit coming from Abellana, and you see here the UST crowd cheering as we head on to our first technical timeout. With everyone, you can see right there, yellow, green, pa blue. Makikita natin, pero itong fan nito, she is our face of the game, and this is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. Hindi lang laro yung maganda na napapanood natin. Syempre, ang dami rin nating fans na maganda, and of course, handsome gentlemen joining us in our final day of the Shakey Super League. Meanwhile, back on the floor, Kate Santiago, she was dug. Abellana will try, and she is successful.
Pierre Abellana now in double digits. This time, another clean hit coming from her. So powerful and just so much for the floor defense of Adamson.
This spike on the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. UST leading by 3 here. Romero, bibigay kay Kate Santiago. Blocked, pero lalabas yung bola.
Kate Santiago getting that point off the hands of the blockers this time.
The team captain serving for Adamson as Pia Abo with a drop, and that will work for UST. And looking at her, Jason, kita mo, alam niya na butas yung floor na yun. Although Lazo was there, pero hindi na yun nagkakat.
It just goes to show the presence of mind that these girls have, knowing where to bring that ball. Not much power needed, but finding the right spots where to bring that ball and getting a point, just like that last hit coming from Riza Cruz.
Yes. Well, Riza Cruz, she's been doing really great defending the net, pero I believe this is her 4th point of the game. Combination play once again, and Abeliana apologizing to Santiago for that last sequence.
Another powerful attack coming from Pierre Abeliana, this time hitting again from the middle.
Ang ganda nung ginagawang setup dito ni Carvalho, and knowing when to use or do that combination play.
And freeing up her spikers as well, making sure that nalilito yung block ng Adamson when her spikers attack.
Superb defense by Pepito in that last sequence. Down the line. Pero labas daw. Sabi ng ating officials, Coach Jerry Lee will challenge the call. And earlier, nakita mo lahat sila saying that yung bola na yon is in. And let's see kung pasok nga ba yung bola na yon. And here is the video challenge.
Challenge is successful for Adamson as that ball coming off an attack of Alicia Huegos is in.
Ang talas din ng mga players na.
Yes, and you can even see that they were the ones telling their coach to challenge that call.
True, very confident, and indeed successful nga ang challenge ng Adamson. They're chasing a 2-point lead here. Carvalho will set this one to Corrado, but she was dug. It's Huegos again. Rejected. Ahabulin. But still, good effort by Adamson. But the lefty, of course, will prevail, gaining a point for her team. UST 12 serving 9. Sophia Abu. A sharp one, but that's too wide. Too long for UST.
Sophia Abu, UAAP Season 82 Junior Division second best blocker. She is from Cagayan de Oro, played for Angelicum Learning Center and UST High School. So a lot of homegrown UST girls we have on the court.
That's correct. And yung, I think pagkakaroon ng senior high also added advantage for all these teams kasi mas nabuo yung chemistry nila bago sila maglaro sa women's division. But this is Jurado. Again, seeing yung
anticipation.
Yes.
Great anticipation, seeing an over dig coming from the Adamson side and taking matters into her own hands to finish up that point.
Miscommunication right there on the side of Adamson. up by 4. Good adjustment by Romero. Almost a point. Gula. She is blocked.
Gula rejected at the net by Lorraine Turing and Louis Romero. Reading her better this time and knowing how to stop her.
That's correct, as no Adamson still ang naghahabol dito. Carvalho, bibigay kay Gula. Romero this time sets this to Kate Santiago, pero nakita yan. Good defense by Pepito. Attack from the back did not work for UST. Yeah, that's a difficult setup to Adolfo.
Yes, as Adolfo is at the back line and had to adjust to that set. Medyo nabitin siya sa kanyang approach.
The last few sequences, yung depensa dito, medyo at the rattled ang Adamson. Oh, that's interesting serve for Saiseg Gula. But puntos pa rin ang makukuha dito ng UST from a block. Excellent defensive teamwork being displayed right here. And no coverage on the side of Adamson. We head on to our second technical timeout. 16-11 is the count.
Up live, and that is the bronze medal match between Adamson and UST Golden Tigresses. And of course, meron tayong special guest here. We have the LSU Lady Spikers middle blocker, Fifi Sharma. Hi, Fifi.
Hey!
It's been a while. Ikaw ulit.
It's been a while. It's been only a week.
Yeah, I've interviewed last time.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. No, short-term memory.
You have actually a lot of fans, so bati mo naman yung mga fans natin watching and supporting the LSU.
Hi, fans! What's up?
Ayan, and continue supporting Fifi Sharma and the rest of the LSU Lady Spikers later sa finals game natin. But for now, let's see more action. Back to the game.
Thank you, John Canario. And para makasama nyo ang inyong mga paboritong manlalaro, download Up Live and scan the QR code. Scan the QR code on the screens. Ayan. And makikita natin si Fifi Sharma together with her team for the finals game after the UST and Adamson match. Meanwhile, Aldi Fernandez
Getting a point off another running attack and going through that one-man block of Kate Santiago. Lorraine Turing was late to that block.
No, she has mastered that play already. Adolfo from the back, pero nakuha ni Gula. Romero again. Chance for UST. That's an explosive approach and powerful hit. Pero lalabas yan. Labas yan, sabi ng ating officials.
That was a great approach though coming from Pierre Abeliana. You can see how explosive she is when she's about to attack that ball, but just too much power on that last hit.
No, I like how she prepares every set. Nakita mo talaga yung approach niya. And the full swing. Pero yung huling setup na yun, she was well read by Romero, of course. And that is Riza Cruz in the middle.
UST still leading 17-13. In our third set.
Adamson chasing, this huge lead. Abeliana comes to the rescue.
Pierre Abeliana this time using the hands of the blockers once again. Get that point. This is now her 13th point, if I'm not mistaken.
Ano pa bang adjective aside from super ang pwede nating gamitin for Pierre Abeliana? She He is excellent. And another excellent service ace coming from Hernandez. Coach Jerry Yee will call this timeout.
Hindi naman mabigat, hindi nyo naman masalo. So anong problema? Anong problema?
Usap tayo, usap. Ilang, breathing.
Sobrang takot nyo eh. Di bahala kayo, takot lang. Yan lang, takot. Pag-uwi nyo, pagtulog nyo, takot lang lagi. Anong meron? Mabigat ba? Wala, takot lang.
As we heard in that timeout called by Coach Jerry Yee, seemingly disappointed as UST is now ballooning to a bigger lead, and a service ace coming from Aimee Hernandez in that last play.
So, iba talaga yung nakikita nating performance so far galing dito sa Adamson. And hindi nga ito nagugustuhan ni Coach Jerry Yee because, you know, in the previous games lalo na, remember the time of Adamson going up against or went up against Del Salle and they won in straight sets. Diba? Yung roster nila ngayon is the same.
Their usual starting unit.
Very unusual. And the approach of Coach Jerry Yee, you know, he just wants the girls, of course, somehow ma-overcome yung fear na yon. And what do you think they should do to be able to perform this part of the match?
Well,
Kayla?
of course, I think these Adamson girls are very talented. They just have to go back to their system, their usual way of playing, as they've beaten powerhouse teams such as De La Salle University in straight sets even, as we mentioned earlier. And right now, they're, according to Coach Jerry, playing a bit fearful in this match, and they can't seem to get the rhythm consistently going as they commit errors, unforced errors, and UST playing really good volleyball today, staying aggressive all throughout.
They are consistent, in focus, no, and they've been doing excellent when it comes to their defense. Just like that, Kate Santiago, kanina pa siya nahuhuli dito. That attack from Jurado was a tough shot, pero mas nahirapan si Luis Romero getting that ball.
We're seeing a battle of the lefties, both in the front line. Reg Jurado for UST and Kate Santiago, meanwhile, for Adamson.
That's correct. Team Rebel is the official outfitter of Plus Sports for the Shakey Super League preseason tournament. Maraming salamat, Team Rebel Sports. Lalong isip, ibabalik, papalitan si Kate Santiago at the service area. Adamson. Medyo malaki ang hinahabol dito. 15 serving 22. Carvalho with a hammer right there as Reg Jurado again is the one who scored for UST.
Another emphatic kill coming from Reg Jurado, going down the line and over the hands of the blockers.
This strike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. The first ball. Nandun si Pepito, si Carvalho. Combination play, but attack error committed on the side of UST. Riza Cruz serving 16, serving 23. Carvalho with adjustment. Gula! Difficult shot, but she was able to hit that. Seeing the hole in the defense of Adamson. Adamson.
That was a difficult angle coming from Saiza Gula, but adjusting well to that set and finding the donut hole spot in the Adamson defense.
UST at set point. Combination play, pero nahuli yan dito ng UST. Another opportunity for Adamson. Abu to Jurado, and Jurado capping off this set. No, again, and this goes in favor of UST Golden Tigresses. What a performance being displayed right here by the lefty, Reg Jurado. Already in double figures just after this set. Already 3 sets na po tayo. It's UST winning 25-16. Set number 3. UST becoming more aggressive at the onset.
As you mentioned, UST more aggressive in this third set. We're seeing contributions from, again, still Jurado and Abellana, both in double figures. Saizagula also contributing to that. More aggressive and more dominant in terms of attacks. Credits also to Carvalho for being able to orchestrate the offense of UST. And on the other hand, for Adamson, contributions from Kate Santiago, Lorraine Turing again. As you can see in our statistics, UST outscoring Adamson 19-7. That's a big difference in terms of attacks, which is why UST was able to gain a very comfortable lead and take this third set.
Absolutely. Nakita mo yung intensity na pinakita dito ng UST. 4 service aces only in that set. Ang laking tulong na yon for them para makaabante. And on the other side, Adamson committing errors still at this part of the set as I turn over to Mikey for this report.
During this conference, we have seen a sight of a bright future for the España-based squad, and the Golden Trinity was born. Saiza Gula, Pierre Abellana, and Regina Jurado all leading the way for their team's success. And the girls shared with me how it was a defining moment for them when they first stepped in during that Adamson match in the first round, because they were able to show off who they really are and how they should never be underestimated. And the girls have a message for the USD community. They said, and I quote, "Simula pa lang ito." Let's see, will these girls be able to lead their team to that bronze medal? What do you think, Sheila and Kayla?
Well, sa pinapakita nila dito sa laro natin, it is very obvious that, yung fire nila, they have this every time as we begin. Set number 4, this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Pierre Abellana with a point to start this fourth set. And going back to the report of Mikey earlier, I really think UST is a team to watch out for in the upcoming UAAP season. All of these girls are mostly rookies, and to see this kind of performance coming from their end. Only at the preseason tournament, meaning mas aangat pa yung laro nila coming off this tournament and of course the months in preparation for their UAAP season. So this is a team for sure to watch out for.
That's right, definitely. Ganda naman yung ibang mga teams na meron tayo dito sa Shakey Super League. And actually, that is the purpose of, why we have our tournaments, definitely to gauge, where each of these teams are. Diba? Dahil matagal tayong nawala. But in that last frame, Abeliana just hitting through the blockers.
And wala talagang takot si Pierre Abellano when she goes up for that kill. Kita pa lang sa kanyang approach, very explosive, so much power. You know that she will be able to penetrate through that block.
Well, actually, hindi lang siya yung walang takot. And just on to it's Jurado also. Mikey mentioned the Golden Trinity. Abeliana, Jurado, and Gula.
These three girls very consistent all throughout the Shakey Super League. It's really been them pulling up their team, and of course with help from their veterans, Amy Hernandez and Bernadette Pepito, of course.
No, that's another good thing that we see in the tournament as Risa Cruz again hits that from the middle is wala kang as an isang player lang na nakikita mo magpo-perform for a team. Diba? For UST and Adamson, everyone gets, their time under the spotlight to perform every time they're on the floor.
Yes, and Risa Cruz, so much improvement. Well, even in her high school days, I remember I would go against her in King's Montessori. She was teammates with Louis Romero there. And that's why they have so much chemistry with one another as they were teammates ever since high school.
Nakita mo yung connection talaga is apparent. Yung sinasabi natin na nagkakaamuyan sila, tinginan lang what kind of play. Almonte was easily dug. Good read by Adamson. Tubo denied. Too low for Lucille Almonte.
That set was too low, as you mentioned, and too fast for Lucille Almonte to adjust to. Point will go to UST, coming off an error on the Adamson side.
They have a 3-point lead here. Romero. Still, ibalik ng UST yan. Chance for Adamson. Trisha Tubu getting a point from the opposite. Medyo nawala si Trisha Tubu in the previous set.
Yeah, she was a bit quiet, but beginning to heat up in this third set. Sorry, fourth set.
Yes. Ang laki nga ng nagagawa dito ni Tubu, especially when it comes to her attacks.
Great reflex coming from Lazo, but too strong of an attack coming from Amy Hernandez. Another running attack on her end. As you mentioned earlier, she has mastered this attack.
Yes.
One of the hardest attacks, actually. Being a spiker, I always struggled with those types of attacks. Very hard to time, and of course, the approach that you have to make.
Yun ang challenge talaga doon. As UST will have another opportunity. Of course, Gula rejected at the net. And you have Doring in front. So, good defense by Hernandez right here. Almonte was there. And Almonte getting a point from that attack.
Almonte, once again, using the hands of the blockers. Pina-check niya sa kamay ni Amy Hernandez and Cassie Carvalho to get that point.
You can see in this previous sequences yung challenge ng Adamson when it comes to their floor defense, and it's apparent dahil nahihirapan makapag-set up dito si Louis Romero. Chance for the Lady Falcons. Good defense. Gula. A good save by Tubo, pero mas maganda yung naging play na yun ni Hernandez. And that backcourt of Adamson was left wide open.
That was an extremely smart move coming from Amy Hernandez, seeing that the defense of Adamson were all forward or
Lahat sila na,
nakasaksak
yes,
sa
yes.
net, and finding that spot to bring that ball.
And that full play of the set is brought to you by Arbin Bilti. Order now. But Saisagula commits an error from the service area. Turing serving for Adamson 5, serving 7. Abeliana right here. She will not score. She will try again. And yes, this time she is successful. First technical timeout. Pero tingnan natin itong atake ni Abeliana.
Abeliana, both sets going to her back-to-back.
That's
and
correct.
getting that on the second try.
UST having a 3-point advantage, 8-5. Back here inside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum, as you see, of course, CC Rondina, a former UST Golden Tigresses, napaka-supportive. And nakikita natin siya almost in every game. As back on the floor. What a good adjustment on the side of Riza Cruz.
As you mentioned, great adjustment coming from Riza Cruz. Just enough power to get that point.
A good defense at the net by Adamson. Abu will try again. Romero. Patricia Tubo just hitting it through the blockers of UST. Hirap habulin or basahin yung ganong klaseng atake ni Trisha Tubo. She has done that, I think, 2 or 3 times in this game.
She also is very athletic, and it's hard to read where she's gonna take that ball and what kind of attack she's gonna do. Meanwhile, Reg Jurado responding on the other side of the court.
Another lefty. We've been talking about yung difficulty of reading yung mga hits nitong mga spikers na to.
And it's harder to block lefties spikers because of the angle they hit in. And usually, karamihan right-handed spikers.
Mas madaling makapag-adjust when it comes to floor defense, as Reg Jurado earning a point from that attack.
Back-to-back hits coming from Reg Jurado this time. Getting that ball to the hands of the blockers. So much power in that last hit.
Service error committed here on the side of UST, cutting down the lead to 2. On the floor, serving for Adamson, this is Antoinette Adolfo, who also played for Kings Montessori. Rejected at the net. That's Reg Jurado. We have Bruce and Tubu tandem. They really need to gain those points. At mabantayan itong mga atake ng UST. Combination play. Abellana, just towering the blockers of Adamson in that last setup.
Another amazing attack coming from Pierre Abellana. Look how high she gets up and hitting that ball over the hands of the blockers.
Adamson, they're chasing 2-point lead as Romero gives this one to Cruz. Chance again for Adamson. It's Lasso setting this one to Almonte. Kita mo yung hampas ni Almonte in that last setup. This is also, I can say, one of the silent operators of Coach Jerry Yee. Adamson, 10 serving 11. Ano tayo, ibibigay kay Sai Sagula. Romero will set this one to Tubu. Tubu cannot be contained by Gula in that last sequence.
Another familiar attack coming from Trisha Tubu. So much explosiveness in that last play. Getting through the block of Saiza Gula that time.
We are now tied at 11. Good dig right there by Adamson. Tubu once again. That's 3 consecutive points for Trisha Tubu. Look at how high, and she just hits that in between the blockers of UST. This is UST over timeout.
Yung binibigay, pinupuntire yung blockings mo dito. So ngayon, tapatan mo lang and then penetrate mo lang yung kamay. Kanina kasi nakakapa mo naman, mali lang yung execution ng dukot ng kamay, kaya gumugulong pa loob. Kayang-kaya, umaabot naman eh. Ayan guys, tandaan ha, pag lumusot sa block, meron tayong depensa. Hindi pa pwede yung nangihinayang or na umaayaw na kagad kayo, okay? Tara, break lang tayo momentum guys.
Again, Coach Yanni Fernandez calling a timeout to break the momentum of Adamson, giving some blocking reminders and reminding his players as well that if a ball goes through the block, to trust in their system when it comes to floor defense.
Back, meanwhile, violation committed by Adamson, 4 touches. And first referee, Bob Malena, apologizing to Coach Yanni because of the call. And the ball is now with UST. Serving is Sofia Abu. Romero to Tubu. That's the 4th. Clean, solid attack coming from Trisha Tubu.
Another attack coming from Trisha Tubu. The last few points of Adamson were more coming from her, actually, all coming from Trisha Tubu.
That's correct. And in that last sequence, this is Jurado. Answered in an instant. That these lefties of Adamson and UST most especially are unstoppable. Simula pa lang yan ng first set. Pang-apat na to, but still almost a point. Yes. Adolfo finding the line.
Adolfo with just enough power to get that point, coming off a pipe attack.
Now you can see the defense here of Adamson slowly nakukuha na nila, but still it's on and off for them. But they are now excellent defense.
Excellent effort coming from Bernadette Pepito.
First, I'd like to commend, Pepito's effort, in saving that ball.
play coming from AA Adolfo, seeing that hindi nakapwesto yung UST in terms of floor defense as they chase that ball.
And that's another point by AA Adolfo. This time it's block point naman. Good read as well. Punta tayo sa second technical timeout. 16-13 is the score.
Watching Shakey Super League here on Up Live, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and we have here the DLSU Lady Spikers. So, guys, message to your supporters.
Supportahan niyo po kami sa game namin later. Animo Lasal.
Yay, Animo Lasal. Let's go, DLSU Lady Spikers. Thank you once again, and let's show our love and support for these girls. But now, let's get back to the volleyball action.
Well, thank you, Lady Spikers. That's of course, and Angel Oclinaria. Para makakwentuhan nyo ang inyong mga paboritong manlalaro, download Up Live and scan the QR code on your screens. Up Live is another platform where you guys, of course, can know more about your players and your teams as AA Adolfo earned another point. Kung kanina, it was Trisha Tubu earning 3 points consecutively. This is Adolfo's turn.
We're seeing some substitutions on the UST side. Jonah Perdido in, Kaasi in as well for Cassie Carballo and Reg Jurado. It's Adamson now with a more comfortable lead.
That's correct. Romero kay Adolfo. This lefty Perdido scores from the open.
Jonah Perdido with immediate impact as she checks back in the ball game. Lefty spiker, another lefty spiker for the UST girls. Very hard to block.
That's correct. Ito lang ata yung first time ko makita na sobrang daming kaliwete sa isang
You
team.
have Reg Jurado, Perdido, as you mentioned.
But in that last sequence, it was Storing again, ending that rally from the middle.
Turing playing a spectacular game in today's match actually.
That's correct. Yung hindi lang siya effective sa opensa. Definitely a blocker. She's Sasapi's best blocker a few years back. But this is AA Adolfo really rising to the occasion at this part of the match. You can see the timing, the swing, and the maturity in that setup. 19 serving 14. First ball by Pipito. Combination play, and that's Perdido in the middle.
Jonah Perdido stepping up big time for UST when they need it the most. This time attacking from the middle. Another great combination play coming from Kaasi.
At ang tangkad din dito ni Perdido. I think she is also can be a middle or an open hitter. Service ace, courtesy of Ivy Anales.
Jaime Hernandez, even a threat as she is serving on that service line. Another ace coming from her.
That's correct. And Shakey Super League would like to thank Eurotel for being one of our sponsors. Eurotel, where service and comfort meet. This is Adolfo off the block. Abeliana. Love the exchanges of attacks right here. Pero it's not about power when it comes to offense. You need definitely excellent read right there on the floor defense of Adamson.
You Jonna Perdido starting to variate her attacks. And UST inching back closer to the lead of Adamson. This time, 2 points or 3 points coming from Jonna Perdido.
That's right. As Romero gives this one to Adolfo, pero nakuha yan ni Gula. Perdido again! And the crowd is loving it.
And that's what you have to love about a player. Once you're put in by your coach, so much trust put into you. You're not the usual starting six, but still producing big numbers for your team.
This spike on the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
UST only down by 1 point.
O kung ganun na nasa rhythm yung spiker mo, syempre hindi mo natitigilan, bigyan siya ng bigyan ng bola. But that is a brilliant move by Risa Cruz.
Smart attack coming from Riza Cruz, keeping it simple this time, going for the drop, and Saiza Gula was unable to get to that ball before it hit the court.
Romero getting the first ball. Adolfo with the drop did not work. It's Perdido, but this time she's rejected. Second time. Nahuli na ng Adamson. Again, down the line, pero nandun si Lazo. Excellent dig by Pepito. Abeliana hitting that down the line, and yes, that's a point for UST.
Wow, these girls do not play like rookies at all. That was one of the longest rallies of the match, and so much power attacks exchanged, but Pierre Abeliana putting an end to it, going to zone 1.
And again, I like the awareness of these players recognizing the open spot on the other side.
Yes. That's when you can validate na hindi chamba yung mga atake nila, since they know where to bring the ball, especially on those empty spots.
Exactly. Couple of substitutions here for UST. The setter now serving for UST. Tubo naman ang papalo sa Adamson.
Trisha Tubu this time finding the back row of UST. So much elevation in that last hit.
Yes. At taas pa ng reach niya. Didn't even touch the blocker's hands in that last play.
A clean shot.
That's right. Well, that's a cleaner attack, but a great defense by Lazo. Romero to Tubo. And Tubo puts it away.
The crowd is going wild with that attack coming from Trisha Tubu. So much power once again. Rinig na rinig natin dito yung contact niya sa bola.
Nasa position na si Saiza Gula, but still sobrang lakas, hindi niya makontrol yung bola.
Perfect contact as well.
Carvalho. Abeliana hammering it down.
I love the intensity Pierre Abeliana is showing. It's actually my first time to see her with so much emotion and she's having an explosive game today. Double figures. Almost at 20 points if I'm not mistaken.
Ang sarap sa pakiramdam kung ikaw yung setter, tapos ganun yung gagawin ng spiker mo. Parang yung effort mo nasuklian.
Yes.
But this time, Tubu was dug up by Carvalho. Off the block, nagtinginan si Adolfo at Romero. This is a 1-point lead by Adamson as we see this attack coming from Retirado. Jump serve by Abeliana.
Great receive.
Nandun si Pepito, tapat na tapat. Gula! She is taken down.
That was great timing coming from the Adamson side. I believe that was Riza Cruz and Trisha Tubu denying Saiza Gula at the net.
And this is Coach Yanni Fernandez calling for timeout.
Sige, ano lang tayo, put pressure lang tayo dun sa Adamson. Ano tayo ha? Pasa tayo ng maigi and then anong play mo? Kasi play 1. Okay ha, pag bumungi yung block sa gitna, palo. Pag nag-establish, yung Romero, umaatras. Tingin ha. Okay yung kanina, good intention, bad execution lang. Pero ngayon, pag bumitaw yung nagkaroon ng spacing sa gitna, palo. Tapos, cover tayo ha. Okay.
And our next match, of course, this is the much-awaited finals game. NU going up against De La Salle University. Pero ngayon naririnig natin ng crowd ng UST cheering for their team. What a combination play. Well, we have to clarify this. And Coach Jerry Yee will challenge the call.
Both teams still have 2 challenges. I think challenges are very important, especially in crucial parts like this.
Definitely is, lalo na sa parte ng game na ito. But we'll see what is the result of this challenge. UST and Adamson, nobody wants to throw in the towel. And titingnan na natin kung kanino magiging pabor itong challenge na to. Adamson's challenge of ball out is successful, pero may counter challenge.
You have a counter challenge on the side of UST for block touch.
This is one thing I like about challenges, yung sagutan ng coaches. And we'll see kung magiging pabor naman ang challenge na to for UST. Everybody is awaiting for the result. At ito na nga. Let's see if there's a block touch. And there is none. Challenges, dalawang magkasunod. That's in favor pareho ng Adamson.
Point will be awarded to Adamson, and they are now at set point. See if they can.
Yes, Riza Cruz serving. Good first ball. Saisagula saving a set point for UST.
UST will have to play perfect volleyball if they want to end the match in the 4th set. That was an amazing attack coming from Saisagula. No fear, even if she was blocked.
That's
and
correct.
even if there were 2 blockers in front of her.
Adolfo was able to save that one. Chance for UST. Excellent dig there by Lazo. Almonte breezing through the blockers of UST and wrapping up this set. We are going to our 5th set. Kayla, what a comeback for these girls of Coach Jerry Yee. You see it starts with a good reception and adjustment for Almonte, and you mentioned fearless ang pinakitang character dito Mia Almonte, you can see how she rejoiced after getting that point. Adamson University taking on the fourth set, 25-22. Set number 4 highlights, Kayla?
Set number 4, we see exemplary performance coming from Reg Jurado, Sai Zagula, Amy Hernandez, Jonah Perdido. On the other hand, for Adamson, we have Almonte, Adolfo, and Cruz. Exemplary volleyball. We're seeing both ends of the floor, all the way beginning with the service, floor defense, blocking, and of course, the powerful attacks that both squads are exchanging.
Looking at our statistics, hindi naman ganun kalaki yung discrepancy.
We can see Adamson only up by 2 in terms of their attacks, blocks. And now, as we head on to our 5th set, we're expecting, of course, thrilling volleyball action.
That's correct. And set number 5 is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. It's the 5th set, all or nothing nito, Kayla. And we saw how resilient these two teams are starting the first set.
Of course, both teams would want to end their Shakey Super League campaign with a medal finish.
That's
getting that bronze.
Good attempt, but poor execution on the side of Trisha Tupu.
Trisha Tupu wanted to go for that drop ball. Well, that was a bit too short for her.
This is UST getting back-to-back points here. Again, 5th set na po tayo. Romero. From the opposite, that's A. Adolfo.
A. Adolfo going cross-court this time. She's stepping up big time as she gets more playing time in today's match.
She is being utilized here by Coach Jerry Yee kasi ang ganda ng kanyang pinakita. In the fourth set, Jurado was rejected. It's Romero kay Adolfo. What a set from UST, pero excellent defense ang sinagot dito ng Adamson.
This match is actually a replay of their opening match early on at the start of this Shakey Super League. Both had 5 sets.
And let me turn you over now to Mikey for this report.
From their last matchup, we have seen Antoinette Adolfo's resilience as she really tried to make her way back to the game. She shared with me that she knows how crucial that match against LaSalle was. That's why she really wanted to come back and contribute to the team. In relation to that, she shared with me her favorite quote that she even had as a tattoo, which is, "Don't wish for it, work for it." Antoinette really knows the value of working hard for what she really wants, and that really translates into her game. And let's see how far this can bring the Adamson Lady Falcons. Now back to the panel.
Thank you, Mikey. And it's apparent na yung hard work ni A. Adolfo nakikita natin dito sa larong ito. As there's a challenge here. And I like yung attitude ni Adolfo looking or going back to the report of Mikey.
Yes, and really stepping up big time, especially in an important match like this.
That's correct. And the highlight of Adolfo was the fourth set.
She scored consecutive points and getting that momentum back into the Adamson side.
There's a block touch.
Challenge.
And the ball will go to UST. Abeliana, who plays a vital role here in this game since set number 1. But still, Trisha Tubu cannot be denied at the net.
Trisha Tubu fearless at the net, knowing she only had one blocker in that last play, Sayasa Gula. He just breaking down.
Alam ko maraming natutuwa na makita si Trisha Tubu ngayon on the floor because of her superb performance being shown here in this game. Tubu, nakita yung off speed but still puntos for the Golden Tigresses. Itong ganitong eksena since set number 1, ganito yung nangyayari. Palitan lang ng puntos, palitan ng atake at depensa. But they're just waiting for that spark and consistency, but that service error will not help for UST. We are tied at 4 here. Trisha Tubu. That's a tough setup given to Red Jurado.
Point to go to the Adamson Lady Falcons. Trisha Tubu now on deck to serve. I love how the points really are, once Adamson makes a point, the next point will be to UST. It's really dikitan talaga all throughout the match.
No, early on, itong dalawang teams na to, parang nakakakuha lang sila ng puntos sa errors. But this time, they were really working hard for it. But UST called for a timeout.
Si Romero yung blocker ni Saise eh. Bakit ka pa kung saan ka pumupunta? Nandiyan na yung sagot sa open, no? Papagandahin mo lang. Okay? Ngayon, create tayo ng play na pwede na kumagat itong middle para maka-single block dito. Ha? Ano yan? Gawa natin yung dalawang lamang nila. Di naman sila umatake pero pumupunto sila. Ha? Nakakapasa naman din tayo. Okay? Tiwala lang, tiwala.
Coach Yani giving reminders to Cassie Carvalho in order to help set up their plays better and free up their spikers
crowd cheering for UST, and that's the son of Coach Yanni Fernandez. And UST earning a point after that timeout. And Coach Yanni was spot on dahil yung dalawang magkasunod na puntos ng Adamson dahil yun sa errors nila. Na nabawi naman nila agad.
And he mentioned that Adamson isn't even attacking, so, pero nakakapuntos pa din sila.
That's correct.
It's interesting to see Coach Lerma Heron, assistant coach of UST, former head coach of the Adamson Lady Falcons.
That's correct. And this time it's the Golden Tigresses earning back-to-back points. But Coach Lerma Heron, you mentioned Adamson siya, head coach previously, but she came from the training program of UST Golden Tigresses. That's Coach Olga Santa Maria that time, as UST earned another point. Sunod-sunod na puntos ang nakakuha dito ng Golden Tigresses. They are now on a 1-point lead right here. Romero to Almonte. Coverage was there. The drop, nakita yan dito ng UST. Gula trying to make use of the blocker's hands of Adamson, but she was unsuccessful. Yan naman papasok si Kaasi at si Perdido. Papalitan si Jurado and Carvalho. Adolfo and Toring in front together with Luis Romero. For Adamson, Hernandez, and this time it's Perdido in front naman for UST. What an approach for Trisha Tubu. Did I just... That is Luis Romero hitting down the line.
Luis Romero at an attacking center this time and scoring a point. I'm actually very surprised.
That's my first time to see. Yeah, first time to see Romero being aggressive on her attacks on the offensive department.
You can see how much confidence she has as well, knowing that she normally doesn't attack.
And there you can see the Lady Spikers, our volleyball fans, lining up outside the Rizal Memorial Coliseum dahil ang maglalaro sa ating finals, it's the NU Lady Bulldogs at De La Salle University Lady Spikers. Kaasi will set this one to Hernandez. She is denied. Gula from the opposite. Lazo was able to put it up. And it's Toring ending that rally.
You have to commend the chemistry and connection between Lorraine Toring and Luis Romero on that last quick play. So much trust in one another to get that point for their squad. Lucila Almonte still on deck to serve.
Hindi na bago sa mga crucial situations itong dalawang team natin. But of course, Adamson has been in a couple of crunch time. UST, more of a rookie, and they are just really trying everyone or showing everyone kaya nilang makipagsabayan.
Perdido this time finding an empty spot in the defense of Adamson. No one there to prevent that ball.
UST only down by a point, and it's Isagula serving. Almonte with the first ball. Romero to Toring, and the obvious connection happened again and again in this game.
Lorraine Toring very efficient at the net in today's match. Credits to Luis Romero, and of course, the perfect passing.
She is now stepping up for her team as Kaasi gives this one to Abeliana. Adolfo, good adjustment, and you can see na talagang tiningnan niya kung saan niya pwedeng dalhin yung bola in that last setup. Well, she was actually out of position but making something out of that set. UST again called for a timeout.
Pag roll shot sila, sinasabayan mo yung bola tapos tumitigil ka. Nabasa mo lang yung roll shot, pwede ka nang umatras. Pag napunta sa'yo, pwede mo kunin. Diba? O, tara, ano tayo ha? Break lang ulit ng momentum. Guys, ibayan natin yung passing natin kasi ang ano natin, advantage natin, yung atake. Okay? Ngayon, every time na may atake, mag-cover po tayo.
Let's go! AST!
Again, few reminders coming from Coach Yanni Fernandez to his girls as they try to get their score above Adamson's lead right now.
They're trying to inch closer dito sa kalamangan ng Adamson.
And Gerardo now back in the ball game for John Perdido, who has played terrific volleyball in today's match.
Correct. And nakita mo, ang ganda rin ng lineup na meron dito ang UST. Almonte with a ding. Adolfo off the block. Once again, that is Pierre Abellana hitting the down the line.
You have to love the energy Pierre Abellana is showing. A very quiet girl, but not with her attacks at all. You can see how she celebrates after she gets that point. So much energy in today's match for her.
Parang hindi pa siya naglalaro ng parang wala pa tayo sa fifth set kasi yung lakas,
The mood, yes.
diba? Yung intensity nandun pa din. Good adjustment right there. But still, this is Pierre Abellana utilizing here at this part of the match, not minding the blockers of Adamson.
This girl is fearless, going through the block of Louis Romero. The smart move from her going to the smaller blocker.
But that was what Coach Yanni pointed out in the previous timeout, acknowledging na si Romero is the smaller blocker, so take advantage.
And doon nila papadaanin.
Yes.
Or papadaanan yung bola nila.
That's 3 points straight coming from UST.
Momentum is all side of UST so far with 3 consecutive points and now a block.
Anong plano natin? Long ball 7, long ball 1. Huwag na kayo bibida ngayon. Team tayo. Ha?
Convert tayo. Convert.
Eh, Adamson!
Adamson calling that timeout to break the momentum or the streak that UST has been having. 3 consecutive points on their end. And now we're all tied up at 11 in our 5th set.
Dito mo makikita na kapag gusto mo talaga may paraan, and that's what we've just seen right here for UST. And kanina, pag tumatawag talaga ng timeout itong si Coach Yanni, the girls responded in an instant. Adolfo, cross court, pero nandun si Gula. Abellana blocked this time. Violation called against UST, and the ball will be awarded to Adamson. Crossing daw ang sabi ng ating officials, but Coach Yanni will challenge the call.
Be a challenge on USC side for a foot fault.
Tingnan natin kung kanino magiging pabor itong challenge as the crowd continues to cheer on their team. This is a close match, battle for third. Ito tayo for our Shakey Super League. Earlier It's FEU winning against Lady Altas and Ateneo defeating UP for our first 2 games. Everybody is excited and waiting for the result. Tingnan natin ang video challenge. And clearly looking at that video, crossing si Carvalho.
Very evident in that video.
And that gives a point here to Adamson. Adjusted by Beliana. Trisha Tubu will take matters into her own hands.
As you mentioned, coming off a free ball given, she really capitalized on her chance to paddle kill.
UST, Lazo able to put the ball up. Again, Tubu with the drop, pero nandun si Pipito. Jurado from the back. Did not work. Abeliana, Lazo was there. Adolfo ending that rally, and it's Adamson earning another point.
Adolfo going cross-court that time, and they are now at match point. It's the turn of events in this whole match. It's very unexpected.
That's correct. You have the team captain serving. Carvalho with the drop. Nandun si Lazo. Romero to Adolfo. And an Adamson Lady Falcons winning this game. Adolfo putting up an end in that last rally. What an effort exhibited right here by the Golden Tigresses and the Lady Falcons. It's all heart and all mind for the girls in black and gold and blue and white. Kayla.
We really have to commend the efforts coming from both teams. UST showing great volleyball, all rookies, but I keep repeating myself, they do not play like rookies at all. So much heart. Tatapang ng mga batang to. Meanwhile, Adamson playing perfect volleyball in today's match. So many people contributing. Trisha Tubu, Louis Romero, Lorraine Turing, Adolfo, of course, stepping up in today's match. And they proved to be the more deserving team.
Both teams were resilient as Adamson winning the 5th set. It's 15-11 of UST. And our MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. It's been a challenge as well for you, Kayla, para piliin ang ating MVP of the match. But, sino ba ang iyong napili?
Well, for our MVP of the match, I chose Trisha Tubu because she was able to consistently contribute for her squad today, of course with the help of her teammate A.A. Adolfo, but Trisha Tubu really stood out in today's match. Her explosiveness and of course her power.
At kasama na nga siya ngayon ang ating courtside na si Mikey.
Yes, Sheila and Kayla, I am now here with the Adamson Lady Falcons and our MVP of the match, Trisha Tubu. So Trisha, ano nga ba, hindi naging madali ang laro para sa Adamson. Paano nyo na-maintain ang inyong composure?
Nagtiwala lang po kami sa bawat isa sa kaya po ng team namin.
At ayan, ngayon kahapon sabi ni Louie, hindi nyo in-expect na gantong kalayo ang mararating nyo, but you guys still delivered. Ano pa nga ba ang aabangan namin sa Adamson?
Madami pa po kayong aabangan sa amin. Yung babalik po na yung floor defense namin, yung lakas po namin sa blocking and sa taas din po, sa palo po.
Ngayon, dahil ikaw ang Shakey's MVP of the match, meron ka bang mga gustong batian, pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po yung family ko sa Concepcion Tarlac and yung parents ko po nandito. Thank you so much po.
And ayan, dahil nga ikaw ang MVP of the match, meron kang gifts from Shakey's. Congratulations to the Adamson Lady Falcons and of course to the UST Golden Tigresses. But for now, back to the panel.
Thank you, Mikey, and of course, Nimon Dehar, and congratulations to our MVP of the match. That's Trisha Tubu and the Adamson Lady Falcons for winning this game, and they are in the third place of our tournament. Pero balikan natin yung mga nangyari. Set number 1.
Set 1, we have a great start coming from UST. We saw, of course, Pierre Abellana heating up early in this match. Said Zagula, Reg Jurado, our Golden Trinity for the UST side. Just overpowering Adamson when it came to the offense.
That's correct. No, seesaw battle lang nakita natin sa umpisa ng larong ito, and you have the rookies and showing really powerful hits. Pero second set naman, it was errors ng UST pagdating sa serve talaga. It really hurt them. But you know, Coach Yani expecting better floor defense na pinakita naman dito ng UST, but still wasn't enough for them to take on this set.
Yes, we saw great volleyball though on both ends. As you mentioned though, alternating siya, the momentum shifting from the UST side to the Adamson side. UST committing more errors, which is why Adamson was able to win and take this 5-set match.
That's correct. We see a couple of solid blocks being displayed right here of these two teams, and that was, you know, really a skill na pinakita nila that they can really do something and work on it. Coming fourth set, we have, of course, Tubu getting back-to-back points, as well as A.A. Adolfo.
Yes, really stepping up and maximizing her time, being able to play on the court, and of course help as well from the Rintering. And I'd like to commend Louis Romero for again orchestrating the offense of the whole Adamson squad.
Definitely, and also let's not forget ang stellar performance ng kanilang mga libero. You have Lasov and Berdeflor on Adamson's side. Pepito naman pagdating sa UST.
Really sacrificing their bodies just to save every ball, and of course the energy they show in the match to help boost the morale of their teammates.
That's correct. Delerio din ang naging libero ng UST. 27-25, 25-20, 16-25, 25-22, 15-11 is our score. At yan po ang nakita natin for our game for this one. And our match summary, Kayla?
We can see UST with more attacks in today's match, but the blocking of Adamson just spectacular today. 10 blocks to only 5 for UST. Aces, on the other hand, UST with 12 and Adamson only with 6. And Adamson, of course, committing less errors compared to UST, having 24 errors.
Pagdating sa aces ng mga UST, but it's the blocks that work well for Adamson, as we have this updated rankings. Adamson on the 3rd place, UST at 4th, Ateneo at 5th, UP at 6th.
We have FEU at 7th and the Perpetual Lady Altas at 8th. And for our next match, our championship match, we have the NU Lady Bulldogs versus the De La Salle Lady Spikers, who will battle it out for 1st and 2nd place.
Yes, and you've mentioned it, Kayla. Ito nga ang pinaka-aabangang pagtatapat muli ng dalawang teams. It's the NU Lady Bulldogs and De La Salle Lady Spikers, the final match here at the Shakey Super League. Don't go anywhere, magbabalik po kami.